All right, it's 8:08. We are Bob and Marianne in the morning. You are listening to News Talk Radio, WOBM, AM 1116, 1310. And I'm very happy and very surprised, but very happy first to have two very special people on with me, Mary Townsend. And today you are representing the Toms River Lions Club.
Right.
Okay, you are a master gardener, though, right?
I am a master gardener.
But today you are the Toms River Lions Club because you're going to be financial backing.
Right.
Helping with the financial backing, of which why Sergeant John Adams is with us today. And you're the, how would you exactly say it? Is it Sergeant John Adams K-9 Sheriff's Unit or?
It's the Ocean County Sheriff K-9 Unit.
Ocean County Sheriff's K-9 Unit. Okay. You and I go back a lot of years, John, because you were friends with my daughter. So to me, you could be my son. I mean, you're so young to be in this position. First, I want to get to John Mayer, okay? What exactly are you with the K-9 unit, with the Ocean County K-9 unit?
I am the unit commander, supervisor, if you will.
Okay.
I have 6 handlers underneath me.
Okay.
I'm the 7th handler. We have a total of 9 dogs right now amongst the 7 of us. Come August, we will be getting a arson dog. So we'll add another handler and another dog.
All right.
So, yeah, every day I do the day-to-day supervision of the K-9 unit, our field services division, which is our warrants detectives. And then I help out just with the road supervisor for the CSI unit. Okay. Now,
Mary,
Yes.
I got a hold of you, I guess about a month ago. There was something in the newspaper that, as soon as I read it, kind of upset me. Apparently, you jumped on it, too. You saw it, and you got interviewed by the Asbury Park Press. And it was something that I didn't even know existed, was a K-9, I guess a cemetery.
K-9 cemetery, yes.
In the Ocean County Park, about a 1/4 acre. And I didn't even know it was back there, and it's across the street from the police academy.
Well, I first got involved as a master gardener, as you said earlier.
Right.
And I used to go home past that and exit the park that way, and it was about 3 or 4 years because I worked in the greenhouse. We did you did an interview with some of our people for last year's
yes, we did
25th anniversary, and we do a huge plant sale every year. So I used to work in the greenhouse on the plants that we were going to sell, and I would go past this all the time, and then. About 3 years into it, one of my friends said, "Oh, you make a right at the dog cemetery." I'm like, "What dog cemetery?" And then I finally noticed it, and in fact, it's so inobtrusive that when our reporter Jerry Carino from the Park Press came through, he went right by it. He didn't even notice it.
Really?
But it's directly across from the police academy, and it's just kind of nondescript. And I have been going by that, and the real impetus to the entire project was Chris Claus, who is the county naturalist, and he used to work at Caddis Island, and then when that was blown away by Sandy, he was transferred over to Ocean County Park. So I came into the greenhouse one day, and he said, "How are you? My name is, Chris Claus, like Christopher Claus, Santa Claus, spelled exactly." So you couldn't forget his name,
right?
Plus, he had a beard and everything. A really nice-looking guy.
Fit the part.
Yeah, he fit the part. And he said, "I'd like to do a project with you guys." I said, "Well, I have a project, but it's with my Lions Club because we have a centennial celebration. We're going to be 100 years old, the International Lions Club, 100 years old this year. And we have a centennial project, and one of them involves the environment." So I said, "Let's go look at the K-9 cemetery." He said, "What K-9 cemetery?"
Nobody
knew. So we went over there, took a look at it, and I told him what I thought we could do, and I knew my Lions Club would be very interested in supporting the dogs. And like you, I'm a dog person too. And I mean, you saw probably in the press that there were just markers, like one says visitor, but that was a result of the guy who used to dig the graves for the dogs. His name is Bobby McKinley.
Yeah.
And he is a longtime employee of the park. I think he was in the war, and then he went there right after that. He's been there for so long, and he made a little map of the graves, but not the names. He just didn't want to rebury a dog on top of something.
Right.
So we all got together, and the park supervisor, Barry Cox, came over, and we have the county horticulturist involved. Her name is Michelle Keegan, and her husband is doing the landscape design. So we have a lot of people involved and on board, and we picture this as just being a nice little woodland garden with some very nice, dignified gravestones. There is one there already from a dog named Cindy. She is a bloodhound.
Yes.
And her grave marker says 1957. But I understand there are dogs there, John, that are even earlier than Cindy, but they have no marker. One is the Homers.
Yes, it's Homer 1 and 2.
John, bring that mic close to you. Sorry.
There's a couple. Yeah, our first bloodhound unit was started by Tim Cagney. He lives locally now.
Okay.
He has 2 dogs. Homer 1 and 2 are in there also. So I started Canine back in 2001, and it's always been on our plate to do this. But then dogs need to be replaced. We put on 4 dogs this year in training. So was that came down to money? No,
No?
It just time. It always gets pushed back. All right, we're going to do this, and then we need to replace 2 more dogs because they retire, and then say, all right, well, we got to get these dogs on the road to protect, and continue our work, and then it comes up again, and something else gets pushed back.
Yeah.
So it's
the sheriff's department. When I called Sheriff Mastronardi, he was so enthusiastic about it. He was so welcoming. He said, "This is great," and he put me in touch with Sergeant Adams, and we really have spent a lot of time trying to find out the names of the dogs, and everyone thought there was a layout with names, and apparently it doesn't exist.
Oh.
So now the grave sites exist, and there are a few that are marked, but there must be at least 15 graves that are unmarked, and maybe even more than that. We're not sure. So right now, you could tell them about your investigation right now that you've. Yeah.
Well, we have, as soon as I get the copy of the plots, then we can go to the retired handlers and start putting names on the plots and putting the puzzle together.
Good. And then they'll get the recognition that they so deserve, because in my eyes, the police dogs are officers, okay?
Yes.
They are
Absolutely.
out there protecting the people. They are out there protecting you as the handler, and they deserve a proper send-off. And that's where you come in from the Lions Club, Mayor, and this is where you're going to come in, Sergeant Adams, and we're all going to work together, and we're going to make this happen.
Absolutely.
All right, it's 8:16. We're going to take a little break. We're going to come back with Mary, oh my God, Townsend. I keep wanting to call you Robertson for some reason. Mary Townsend with the Toms River Lions Club, and Sergeant John Adams with the Ocean County Sheriff's Unit K-9 Department. You're listening to News Talk Radio WOBM, AM 1116, 1310, and we'll be right back.